Welcome to Chapter 9. This chapter is all about market segmentation, targeting, and positioning. In this chapter, we will describe the two primary market classifications, summarize the three components necessary for effective market segmentation, describe the four types of geographic segmentation, summarize the five most commonly used demographic variables, contrast psychographic segmentation with other segmentation variables. We will also describe the three forms of behavioral segmentation, distinguish between the three basic strategies for reaching target markets. We will explain how marketers build value propositions utilizing positioning strategies, and given a target market profile, we classify each variable according to its base of segmentation. And at the end of the chapter is a chapter summary. So, what is a market? A market refers to a group of people with sufficient purchasing power, meaning they have the means, the money, and they can afford to buy. The authority, meaning they have the power to decide to purchase or not. And the willingness to buy, meaning that they have the desire and the readiness to purchase. Marketers must use their expertise to understand the market for a good or service. The two types of markets are the following. First, the consumer market, or what is referred to as the B2C market. And second, the business market, or better known as the B2B market. Consumer products are the products bought by the B2C market, who are the ultimate consumers for their personal use. Most products purchased by individual consumers are considered consumer products. Examples are the items from the grocery store. The second type are business products. They are the products purchased by business entities for use either directly or indirectly in the production of their goods and services that they provide for their customers for resale. For example, steel to be used for construction materials, or bulk cotton for manufacturers of fabrics or pillows. To determine the classification of an item, consider the following. Who will buy the product, whether they are end users or business operators? How or why the product will be used, either to use for their own consumption or to be used as raw materials for the products that they manufacture or products used in providing their services to their clients. Market segmentation is the division of the total market into smaller, relatively homogeneous groups. What are the criteria for effective market segmentation? A target market is the segment of consumers most likely to purchase a particular item. It allows marketers to develop more efficient and effective marketing strategies. When you segment the market, segmentation can be effective when the segment is, first, significant in size and purchasing power, second, profitable, and the third, consistent with the firm's marketing capabilities. A market segment must be significant in size and purchasing power. Example would be the women. According to research, women control or influence the purchase of more than 85% of all consumer goods. Some goods may be in the form of stocks and bonds for investment, or personal computers or family vehicles. Car manufacturers and dealers now market directly to women. In choosing a segment, profitability must be considered. Otherwise, it would be difficult for the business to provide for their product to that market, but will not be able to get value in return in terms of profits to stay in business. Example, a segment could be very large, meaning with huge total purchasing power, but still be unprofitable for certain companies and products. Example, India's market of vehicle owners is growing rapidly, but because of low average incomes, the India market wouldn't necessarily be profitable for high-end automobiles like the BMW. Next criteria, the segment should have consistency with the firm's marketing capabilities. Once considered the exclusive domain of men, for example, Harley-Davidson motorcycles are now purchased by women. As a result, the company uses targeted ads in the women's magazines. So marketers must understand a group's characteristics like, for example, the age, gender, and income to develop a successful marketing strategy. Again, market segmentation means the division of the total market into smaller, relatively homogeneous groups. The main categories are geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral segmentation. Geographic looks at where the market is located in terms of the country, city, the language, climate, density, population, and area. Demographic segmentation refers to the market's age, gender, income, education, family, social status, occupation, and life stage. Psychographic segmentation refers to the lifestyle, the activity, the interest of the particular market, their opinion, what are their concerns, their personality, values, and attitudes. Behavioral segmentation refers to the attitude of the market towards the product, whether they seek for the benefits, the purchase usage, the intent of purchasing, occasion, buyer stage, user status, life cycle stage, and engagement. Geographic segmentation means dividing an overall market into homogeneous groups based on their locations. Geographic location doesn't ensure that all consumers in that location will make the same buying decisions, but it helps to identify general patterns. The four geographic variables may influence a consumer's needs as well as the profit potential for a company are market size, market density, climate, and region. When you say market size, it is the number of individuals residing in a particular geographic market area. Population numbers indicate the overall size of a market, but other geographic indicators such as job growth help guide marketers. For example, Jollibee looks into the population size of the vicinity first before deciding to open a franchise. Market density. This is the number of residents within a specific geographic area, such as a square kilometer. Urban areas have the greatest population density, while rural areas the lowest. Consumer lifestyle can differ dramatically between those areas. So with the Jollibee example, Jollibee may have multiple food chains within 50 blocks in a high-density urban area, but only one store every 15 kilometers in rural areas. Climate is a useful geographic segmentation approach because weather patterns and temperature ranges affect consumer needs. Example, stores in warmer, sunnier climates might dedicate more shelf space to sunscreen, while stores in colder climates might dedicate more space for gloves and hats. Demand for some categories of products may vary according to region. Marketers must be aware of how the regions differ. Regional differences can be driven by differences in culture, recreational opportunities, and incomes. Now let's go to demographic segmentation. It defines the consumer groups according to demographic variables such as gender, age, ethnic group, family size or family life cycle stage, and household type and income. These are the basis for demographic segmentation. When you say gender, Gender can be an important segmentation base, with some products used exclusively by men or women while others are used by both genders. So when you say gender segmentation, it usually refers to either male or female. Age. Segmentation based on age may also be effective and can be easily employed. Different ages and generations typically have different income levels and consumer preferences. So, for example, school-age children or preteens, who are called tweens and teens, and millennials, Generation X, baby boomers, and seniors all have different product preferences. Next demographic variable is ethnicity. In the US, America's racial and ethnic composition is constantly changing. The three largest and fastest growing are the Hispanics, the African Americans, and Asian Americans. Other segment examples are white, Hispanic, African American, Asian American, Native American, or mixed race. Fourth variable is the family life cycle stages and household type. It refers to the process of family formation and dissolution, as well as the number of people or composition of a household. Consumers' preferences can change even for the same person as they travel through family life cycle stages or shift the composition of their household. Segment examples in this variable could include the singles or couples with no children, couples with young children, single parents, empty nesters, or the retirees who have these are the couples with grown children, or same-gender couples and LGBT households. The next is income and expenditure. So in general, as household income increases, a smaller percentage of expenditures goes for food and a larger percentage goes to recreation, education, and other items. Segment examples could be high income, middle income, or low income. Next is the psychographic segmentation. This is differentiating the population groups according to their values and lifestyle factors, which are common to the group. Psychographic segmentation could be any of these, whether activity, their interest, the opinion, the different attitudes, the values, and behavior. So, psychographic segmentation is a good supplement to the already mentioned demographic and geographic segmentations. For example, sports items are targeted for people who like outdoor activities and interested in fitness. The methods for market segmentation discussed previously, namely the geographic, demographic, and psychographic, form an important basis for identifying target customers who will be the focus of a marketing mix. However, as critical as these methods are, they are somewhat indirect. Example, just because someone has a higher income doesn't necessarily mean they will be interested in luxury clothing. Or just because someone lives in rural areas doesn't mean they enjoy hunting. Fortunately, there is another method for market segmentation that is more direct and based on actual consumer behavior. Segmenting the market according to behavior means grouping individuals who exhibit similar behavior such as benefits sought, usage rate, and level of brand loyalty. Behavior segmentation is useful for marketers because they can focus marketing efforts on demonstrated behavior of actual use. They can use those behaviors to classify individuals who may exhibit similar behavior. So let's discuss each one. Forms of behavioral segmentation. First, benefits sought. This focuses on the attributes consumers seek and benefits they expect to receive from a good or service. This knowledge allows marketers to focus on reinforcing those core benefits in new and existing products and communicating those benefits in their promotional campaigns. Example, for Starbucks, customers are willing to pay extra to savor a pleasant experience and feel pampered and appreciated. Another example, women who prefer working out at curbs may prefer a female-only environment that eliminates unwanted male attention. Next is usage rates. This refers to the segments who can be classified based upon the amount of product purchased. Segments might be classified as heavy users or moderate and light users. Often, a small group of heavy users can account for a large portion of consumption for a product. So, example, those who use Facebook can be classified as heavy, medium, and light users. Heavy users spend an average of 44 minutes per day, compared to 17 minutes for medium users and 5 minutes for light users. The third form of behavioral segmentation is brand loyalty. Segments can be classified according to the strength of brand loyalty a consumer feels toward a product. Companies can target brand loyalty customers when launching new products or entering new categories, since those customers may represent the most likely early adopters of those new products. Examples: American Airlines offer a frequent flyer program to encourage loyal and reward those who accrue miles with free or discounted travel customers. Disney utilized brand loyalty when branching into new markets such as Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise Lines, and even a Disney hotel in Hawaii called Aulani. Try to determine the market for this type of product. Who could be the market or the target customers for this classy type of ladies' bag with this particular color or material? How would you classify the segment according to these variables? Next, how about this potato snack? Try to imagine the marketer or the market or the possible buyer for this product, and how would you classify them according to these segmentation variables? Or this sporty type of shoes. Think of the particular person or the market who may be interested in this product. And how about these materials? What age group could these products attract, or what type of interest could be the target market, or could the target market have with these particular items? Having known the different market segments for your product, how would you now reach those target markets? What will be your strategies to market your products to them? These are the most common strategies for reaching target markets. You have undifferentiated marketing or mass marketing. This is when all customers are targeted using a single marketing mix. Next is the differentiated marketing, targeting several different market segments using a different marketing mix for each segment. Next, we have concentrated marketing, or better known as niche marketing, selecting a single market segment and concentrating efforts on profitably satisfying that segment. Undifferentiated marketing. Description: all customers are targeted using a single marketing mix. This is also called mass marketing. Example: Nature Spring Water is sold in the same format with the same branding nationwide. What are the advantages? This will provide production efficiencies, focuses on similarities in needs or desired benefits versus dissimilarities. However, the disadvantage could be that this is vulnerable to competitors who offer specialized alternatives to targeted segments. Remember that all people drink water, so it's the same product for everybody. They provide the same water, but with just differences maybe in sizes of their bottles. Differentiated marketing. Several different market segments are targeted using a different marketing mix for each segment. Example, Nike offers specialized shoes for athletes pursuing various sports like basketball, running, tennis, golf, or soccer. Or a clothing manufacturer makes various styles of jeans for men, various styles for women, and various styles for kids. The advantage of differentiated marketing strategies could include increased customer satisfaction or potentially higher overall revenue. The disadvantage also include higher production and promotion costs, and inventory costs may also increase. Next is the concentrated marketing strategy. A single market segment is selected and the firm concentrates its efforts on profitably satisfying that segment, also called niche marketing. Potential customers may be targeted at very narrow, basic levels such as by zip code or by specific occupation or lifestyle or behavior. Example would be Tesla's Model S sports sedan offers high performance and energy efficiency to an upscale target market. Another example would be Amazon makes product recommendations to shoppers based on past purchase history and or the products they are viewing. Another example, makers of uniforms for a particular school only makes uniform for that school and not other schools. The advantages would include potential competitive advantage over firms trying to reach multiple markets, increases efficiency of marketing mix, especially in promotion. The disadvantages include chosen segments may not produce sufficient revenue to be profitable, or new competitors or new competition within targeted segment can greatly impact revenue. Positioning strategies and value propositions. When you say positioning, it seeks to put a product in a certain position or place in the minds of prospective buyers. Value proposition is an explanation of how consumers will benefit from the product and why the company is uniquely qualified to provide those benefits. Positioning map is used, which is a graphical illustration of consumers' perceptions of competing products within an industry. When you say value, it represents what the customer receives in exchange for the cost of the product. Value positioning does not require the lowest price, but rather that customers believe the purchase was worth it. Example, Nordstrom's offer top brands, specialized shopping services, and an upscale store ambiance, all at higher prices. Another example would be a company called TJ Maxx, which promotes lesser-known brands in a self-service, no-frills store atmosphere, all at lower prices. Product attributes are specific product attributes or descriptions or features which are highlighted to create the desired perception of the brand or consistency with the buyer's self-concept. Example, Cutco emphasizes its lifetime guarantee, riveted construction, double D blade design, and dishwasher safe attributes to market their premium knives used in their kitchen, with an average price of $100 each. Another positioning strategy is the competitive strategy, which focuses on product or company attribute, but specifically in relation to the competition. Example, Verizon company commercials present direct comparisons of their data speed and coverage compared to AT&T Wireless and T-Mobile. Next strategy would be product use or application. This means it specifically associate a product with a particular use or application. So, for example, Benadryl. This is kind of medication or a medicine which is positioned as an anti-allergy medicine. But Unisom, another brand, which typically utilizes the same primary ingredient as Benadryl, is positioned as a sleep aid. Positioning a product can be easier to visualize by using a positioning map such as this one. Usually, two attributes are used, such as in this example, quality versus price. Some other attributes can be used, like, for example, convenience versus fast delivery, or ease of use versus product variety. For this example, we will just use quality versus price. So, what do you think? How will each type of burger be positioned against each other? Okay, so, looking at this one, the positioning map could look like this. Depending on the perception of the target market, they could be positioned like this one or they could vary. This could show the relative position of the burgers in terms of their quality and price. All four primary segmentation bases, namely geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral, can be used in combination to create a complete customer profile and enable marketers to communicate their value proposition. Advances in technology and increased use of social media allow companies to use market segmentation variables to reach new customers more easily, and Facebook is one such resource. Facebook could help identify specific profiles, such as, for example, Jane. The profile could be that Jane is a 33 years old demographic, graduated from UCLA, that's another demographic variable, lives in Los Angeles area, that is geographic, and likes hiking groups on Facebook. So that's an example of a psychographic segmentation. And Jane also clicks on sponsored advertisements from outdoor sporting goods, apparel retailers. So that refers to a behavioral segmentation. Another example would be Sarah. Uh, Sarah is a 60-year-old, so that's demographic. Graduated from Baylor University, another demographic factor. Lives in Dallas area, that's geographic. Post biking and running workouts, that's a psychographic segmentation. Clicks on sponsored advertisements from outdoor sporting goods and apparel retailers. So that's an example of a behavioral segmentation factor. Another example is Tiffany. So Tiffany is 48 years old, demographic, graduated from New York University, that's another demographic factor, lives in Connecticut, that's a geographic factor, likes yoga studios on Facebook, so that's psychographic, clicks on sponsored advertisements from outdoor sporting goods or apparel retailers, that's another behavioral segmentation. So you see, looking at Facebook alone can allow marketers to gather this information about a specific target market. Summary: we have talked about the two primary market classifications, namely consumer market or the B2C, business market or the B2B market. We also talked about the three components necessary for effective market segmentation, namely significance in size and purchasing power, profitable and consistent with the firm's marketing capabilities. The four market segmentation categories are geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral. And the four types of geographic segmentation are according to region, market size, market density, and climate. The 5 most common demographic variables include gender, which could either be male and female, age, school-age children, preteens, tweens, teens, millennials, Generation X, baby boomers, and seniors, and other age categories. Next is income and expenditures, whether they belong to high income, middle income, or low income classification. Next is ethnicity, whether they are whites, Hispanic, African American, Asian American, Native American, mixed race, or for the Philippines, whether they are Cebuano, Boholano, Manileño, Surigao, etc. Next is family life cycle stages and household types, whether they're singles or couples with no children, couples with young children, single parents, empty nesters or retirees, or couples with grown children, or same-sex couples or the LGBT household. We also talked about psychographic segmentation, which include the type of activity or interest, opinion, attitudes, values, and behavior of a specific target market. And the 3 forms of behavioral segmentation, we'll mention the benefits sought, usage rate, brand loyalty towards the particular product. The 3 basic strategies for reaching target markets include undifferentiated or mass marketing, differentiated marketing, or concentrated marketing. Positioning strategies include value, product attributes, competitive, product use, or application. So that's it for Chapter 9, Market Segmentation, Targeting, and Positioning.